Guys, I don't know how to put this other than just, it's so sad to see. We have another tornado emergency. This is for the city of Minden, Iowa. Currently, a large and deadly tornado is ripping through Minden. I just noticed that this emergency was issued. I don't know when it actually got issued, but it must have been pretty recently because I only stopped looking at the weather like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, it just came out 52 seconds ago. There's another tornado emergency for Minden, Iowa. This is the highest level of weather warning they can possibly issue, and we've had multiple of them today. So again, this is a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado. It looks like they issued another tornado warning ahead of this thing. They're going to drop the tornado emergency tag, so it's kind of weird that they even issued this in the first place. But you have got to be in shelter right now. Again, this just went through Minden. This is insane, you guys. Again, this is another tornado emergency. I really was not going to go live again 5 minutes after I ended, but there we go. This is really bad. Like this next tornado warning is not even PDS, but they put this one at a tornado. Oh my gosh. What? What? All of a sudden, what in the world? 130 mile per hour winds. And that is an insane debris ball, you guys. And now they just upgraded that to tornado emergency. Alright, we got another tornado emergency now. I'm actually going to go ahead and put the little sound on. We have another tornado emergency that's going to be in effect for the next hour. This is for Harlan, Iowa. This is insane, you guys. Alright, so just to get anybody's attention that does not necessarily know what's happening, they just have this on in the background. I'm going to go ahead and play this sound.
Tornado emergency has been issued. A catastrophic tornado is on the ground.
We have a violent, catastrophic tornado on the ground heading for the city of Harlan, Iowa. This is a tornado emergency for Tennant and Harlan. This is a tornado currently producing wind gusts up to 130 miles per hour, estimated by radar. I'm going to call up Mr. Storm and see if he can report on this with me because this is insane, you guys. This is another tornado emergency. This is just ridiculous. This is the second tornado emergency level tornado that we've had today. Technically, it's the fourth tornado emergency, but that's just because they've given multiple to the same tornado both times. But again, this is a large and life-threatening tornado. This is a catastrophic tornado right to the west of Shelby, Iowa. Right now, about to go right through McGill, Iowa. You have to seek shelter now. You have to throw the mattress on top of you, getting downstairs, preferably in a storm shelter, because this is insane, guys. We also have another tornado right now on the Nebraska-Missouri border that is apparently on the ground here close to Big Lake, but it's actually looking like they're going to let that warning expire. But again, we have a tornado emergency now. And yeah, that new wind gust over Interstate 80 is still at about 120 miles per hour. There is a report 3 minutes ago of a large tornado destroying homes. Just a few minutes before that, very large tornado. A few minutes before that, just a tornado. Okay, so from 5:40 p.m., it touched down around 9 minutes ago. Between now and then, it has already strengthened into a large tornado capable of destroying structures. We've got another tornado warning that's going to be for Monona County, Iowa. Seek shelter immediately, but we've got to focus on our tornado emergency that we have, obviously. Again, guys, I mean, this is rare. It's not like they throw out tornado emergencies every day, alright? It feels like it does because we've had 4 today, but they don't do this unless there's an extremely large and dangerous tornado on the ground. Again, I mean, this is the most dangerous situation you will ever most likely find yourself in. Take shelter immediately. Again, you guys, this is crazy. And another tornado warning. Now in effect for Bowie, Cass, and Morris counties in Texas. Take cover now. But again, we've got a... Oh my gosh, and another one. Just let me speak. Another one now for Page and Montgomery's counties in Iowa. Take cover now. But we got to continue to watch our tornado on the ground. Ah, man, you can't see Brad Arnold's feed right now. I'm sure he has an amazing shot of this thing. What about Aaron J. Jack? You can't see his either. He is, I mean, Brad Arnold is right in this tornado, man. He's got to be careful. He's getting hit by about 90-mile-per-hour winds, it looks like. And again, guys, that's not even the strongest point. This is doing winds up to 130 at the core, it looks like, estimated by radar here. Again, this is the second tornado emergency warned tornado we've had of the day. In total, we've had 4 tornado emergencies, but that's just because multiple got issued for the same one because it stayed on the ground for long enough. Look at how much dead air there is there in the correlation coefficient. That's because the tornado is picking up debris that's so large or so high up in the atmosphere, it doesn't even register on the correlation coefficient. I mean, guys, this is, again, just insane. Again, I have no words. This is just ridiculous, man. We may even have another tornado on the ground near Hard Scratch up here. Again, this is a tornado emergency. This is not a normal tornado. This is a large and extremely dangerous tornado. I was just about to look at the radar for just a couple seconds, you know, but then I saw that this got issued, and I was like, oh, looks like I'm going live again. I literally just sat down from the last stream, just finally started to calm down. And now we've got another tornado emergency. So again, this is a tornado emergency here. This is a catastrophic tornado on the ground right now near Magill. It's going to be moving off to the northeast at 40 miles per hour. Harlan, you've got to get in shelter now. Again, you got to get underground. If you're in a mobile home, evacuate immediately. Look at that supercell shape. Look at how defined that hook echo is. Like, I mean, this is just a textbook perfect supercell. Yeah, I'm very close to 1K. Again, if you're just not tuning in, we have a tornado emergency. The highest level of tornado warning that can possibly be issued right now for the city of Harlan, Iowa, and also quite a few other big old towns up here in west central Iowa. At this point, it looks like the tornado is actually much weaker. We did just get another damage report. Very large multi-vortex tornado, at least 1/3 of a mile wide, reported by an emergency manager. So we had a very large multi-vortex tornado, at least 1/3 of a mile wide, confirmed now. Again, it looks so much weaker now. It's like, you know, if you just tune in, you may be thinking, why is this a tornado emergency? May not be even a tornado on the ground at this point. Well, just a few scans ago, we had a catastrophic tornado over Interstate 80. And we just got another tornado warning. That's going to be in effect now for Vernon, Bates, and Bourbon counties in Missouri and Kansas. Yeah, Storm Chaser 575 says, wow, this is definitely a wow. Yeah, huge wedge. I mean, again, you guys, this is just gut-wrenching to see right here. Yeah, just a few scans ago, this velocity couplet was ridiculous. It looked like Tuscaloosa mixed with El Reno. In a way, it did. I read it's 2 miles wide. You'll have to show me where you read that. You may have read that about the other tornado that we had that was tornado emergency, because I don't think this one was 2 miles wide. It may have been, though. It's just not confirmed yet. But it was very large for a few moments. Brad Arnold said 1 mile, at least. Wow. So, Brad Arnold was right in this thing, and he said it was at least a mile wide. At least. A reliable professional storm chaser said this tornado is at least a mile wide. And there we go, that newest velocity scan putting this back up again there to a very strong tornado. Again, you guys, this is the second tornado emergency warned storm of the day. But we haven't had one of these even since December, and now we've got 2 in the same day. At 5:48 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a confirmed large and destructive tornado was located near Shelby, or 12 miles southwest of Harlan, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. It's about to go right through the city of Tennant, Iowa. The town of Tennant, Iowa. It's not a big town, but it's about to get obliterated by this thing, unfortunately. It's very sad to think about, but unfortunately it is the truth, most likely. Aaron J. Jack is live with over 200 people watching right now. Earlier, Vince Welty was live with, like, 2,700 or something, because that was for our other tornado emergency. I think the other tornado emergency definitely had higher wind speeds than this one. But this one could be even larger in terms of its actual size. We have multiple viewers saying it was over a mile wide, one even saying 2 miles wide. Again, Airborne, you'll have to let me know where you read that, because it may be true. I just don't know where you would have found that. And we've got a new severe thunderstorm warning, but at this point, the severe warnings don't even matter at all. I tried to call up Mr. Storm, but it kind of sounds like he had to go. I mean, look at that supercell, you guys. Again, slap that on to a tornado textbook, and there you go. I don't know. I know we don't pre-rate, but that last tornado has already shown EF-3 damage. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it was doing so much EF-3 damage as well. It was debarking trees. It was snapping metal poles. It was destroying homes. So it was definitely at least EF-3. I actually put in my title that it was an EF-3. We don't know technically exactly what its rating is yet, and we likely won't know for at least 1 or 2 more days, but it is almost certain that that was an EF-3 tornado. It may be higher than that. I'm going low end and saying it was an EF-3, so I put that in my title, because there's no way it's going to be under an EF-3 with the kind of damage that we saw. And we're going to watch for this velocity scan to come in, because we're going to see it come in right here, and it's going to be violent, most likely. Again, the debris is so heavy, it's not even registering on the radar. Again, this is the second tornado emergency warning storm that we've had today. This is insane. Wow. Look at that hook echo. That is insanely impressive. And not in a good way. Again, this is just gut-wrenching to see, you guys. We've had so many strong tornadoes today. Even if it doesn't get a tornado emergency, that does not mean that it's not strong. Because tornado emergencies only happen for violent tornadoes, and that's what we have here. But we've had some other tornadoes that have been just strong, you know, but they didn't deserve the emergency tag, but they were still strong tornadoes. This is definitely the most violent outbreak of the year so far. I'm just going to, you know, kind of throw that out there. And wow. It's hard to tell how much of this is debris and how much is contamination, but likely a lot of it is debris. Again, not pre-rating, but it's not possible. It's EF4, maybe very unlikely, but we could have our first EF5 since 2012, but very unlikely. Yeah, I mean, it's very unlikely, I would say, too, but I guess it's not out of the question, but I'd say it's very unlikely, as you pointed out. Yeah, I think EF4, EF3, that's kind of in the ballpark of what I'm guessing right now for that last one. But, I mean, we got to continue to cover this one, because this is another tornado emergency here, you guys. Over Tennant, we have a large and destructive tornado, and wow. I mean, that is just scary right there, you guys. Aaron J. Jack's feed isn't even working, and he's got over 200 people watching right now. Looks like cell service has been obliterated out here, which is not surprising. It looks like a cell tower probably took a hit or something, which is not good if this tornado is strong enough to destroy a cell tower. Again, it's so much debris. Honestly surprised this hasn't gone mod. Yeah, moderate risk. That's what you mean by that. I mean, yeah. It's very rare that they do this, but sometimes they do issue, like, special time updates. If you don't know, the SPC has certain times that it does updates not yet, but in rare occasions, they will do a special time update if there's, like, a big update to some severe weather event. I feel like that may have been deserved here after the first tornado emergency. I wasn't expecting to watch weather streams today because this event didn't look this crazy to me, but then this happened. I mean, yeah, if you think about it, this is the same risk that we had yesterday. Yesterday we had a few tornadoes. None of them were crazy. And then today we have violent wedges. Multiple of them. 2 or 3 at least. Also, there's a new mesoscale. The greatest supercell concentration is going to lie in this vicinity here over the next few hours. Between now and the next hour, that mesoscale is in effect. Exactly an hour. Alright, so again, if you're just now tuning in, we have a large and catastrophic tornado near Tennant, Iowa that is currently producing damage, has had reports of destroying buildings. And as of 10 minutes ago, this was still on the ground crossing Interstate 80 as a very large tornado. And if anything, it's even more impressive than it was when it crossed Interstate 80, honestly. Oh, maybe not. I guess Interstate 80 was kind of its strongest point, but still a pretty strong tornado out there right now, it looks like, near Tennant. That's why you don't always trust SPC low ratings. Yep. Sometimes they'll overrate an event and say it's a 10% hatch and we'll get nothing, and then sometimes they'll say it's a 10% hatch like today and we'll get multiple tornado emergencies. Again, I think a cell tower or something took a direct hit out here because none of the Storm Chasers feeds are working. Again, Aaron J. Jack, he's got over 200 people watching. His feed isn't even working. Over 250 people now, almost. And it's not even working. I mean, look at that. I mean, that is just scary. That most likely, that is all debris. Oh, we're velocity scan behind. There was a scan for 557, but now it's gone. I think the time might be a little glitched. Oh, there we go. Or 559, not 557. Or now we got a new one at 559. No, we've had 559. I don't know. If you can't tell by my mumbling and stuttering. I mean, look at all those little red icons. Those are all tornado reports from today. And wow. Yeah, we still have a strong tornado on the ground. This is wild, Anthony. This is going to come dangerously close to the west side of Harlan, Iowa. And this is a tornado emergency for Harlan, Iowa. Take cover immediately. On the lowest floor of a building, preferably in a storm shelter, throw the mattress on top of you if you can. Wow. There's a photo from a couple hours ago of the other tornado emergency from James Pestis on Twitter. I can't show that on the stream, unfortunately, I don't think, but man. And there's also a picture of a tornado near Minden from 17 minutes ago. Of a massive tornado. And that was this one that we're on right now. And it was a massive wedge. I mean, you guys, this is just, again, terrible to see. That this is possibly even stronger than our last tornado. It very well could be. And unfortunately, it looks like Mr. Storm could not call right now, but I'll let him know there is another tornado emergency in effect. Oh, and as speak of the devil, he's calling me right now. Hey, there's another tornado emergency.
Yeah, are you live?
Yes.
Okay. How bad is it?
It's pretty bad.
Is it worse than the other one, or is it, like, a little bit better?
I'd say it's about the same. The debris ball is massive. There's a giant debris ball.
Was it the same storm I was asking you if you thought it was gonna go tornado emergency warning?
I think it is, actually.
Oh, wow.
And I guess I was wrong.
Oh. Alright, so right now I'm playing wiffle ball.
Oh.
But, I'm gonna go call you and join the stream if possible as soon as I can.
Okay. See ya.
Alright. Bye.
Bye. Alright, so it sounds like Mr. Storm cannot help me broadcast right now. That's alright. Again, we've got a large and catastrophic tornado on the ground. We've got another tornado warning while I was calling them, and now we've got another one. Van Zant and Rain counties, Texas. Nottoway, Holt, and Atchison counties, Missouri. Again, guys, this is crazy right now. Again, take cover immediately, especially in that tornado emergency. You have to get in shelter. The city of Harlan, Iowa is dangerously close to this catastrophic tornado. I mean, look at that. That is just insane. All that dead air in there where it's just orange, that's where the debris is either so high up in the atmosphere or it's so thick that it wasn't even designed to detect debris like that through the correlation coefficient. And we've had that multiple times today, and that's a rare thing. So we've had several violent tornadoes today, likely. Again, this is an insanely large tornado. Weather spotters confirmed a very large tornado moving toward Harlan. Again, the west side of Harlan. Hopefully you're spared, but it's looking like you're going to get skimmed by some of the RFD winds, but hopefully things don't get too intense there, but stay in shelter. This is dangerously close to you, and you're in that tornado emergency. So, man, oh my gosh, that new scan showing it even worse. Even worse. Again, you guys, this is still a strong and massive tornado on the ground west of Harlan, Iowa. This is a gigantic tornado. This is a life-threatening situation. Take cover immediately. This is the worst tornado we've possibly seen today. If not, then it's the second worst. And we have seen some big ones today. We've seen PDS. We've even had a different tornado emergency than this one. And this one might even be the biggest in terms of its actual size. Again, I don't think the wind speeds are higher than the other one. We were scanning 166 on the other one, but this one might actually be bigger size-wise. And the other one was 1.5 miles. By the way, we got a storm rotating pretty good here towards Clarinda. Take cover. You are in that tornado warning. And I mean, this is just ridiculous, you guys. This is crazy. Again, this is a catastrophic tornado, everybody. A literal catastrophe is going down right now west of Harlan, Iowa. Right at the crossway between Ironwood Street and Highway 44. You guys just went through this a couple minutes ago. All these homes that are here on Raider Omega, unfortunately it's sad to think about, but they are all obliterated as they got directly impacted by the core of this tornado, producing over 120 mile per hour winds. Ryan Hall said this is the biggest circulation he's ever seen. I'd have to agree with him. This is the widest tornado I've possibly ever seen. The actual circulation, the actual tornadic level of winds is, you know, from RFD edge to edge, possibly about 4.5 miles. The actual tornado, I mean, still, that's easily 1.5 miles wide at least, possibly even up to 2 miles wide. Again, this is a tornado emergency. You have to seek shelter. This is a life-threatening situation. Take cover immediately. All right, Mr. Storm's calling me. Hey, what's up?
Are you still alive?
I am.
Alright, I'm joining if that's possible.
All right. By the way, Ryan, I just had a viewer say that Ryan Hall said this is the biggest circulation he's ever seen.
Okay, this is not good at all.
And it's going right to the west of a very large town.
Oh gosh, this is literally insane.
Yeah, 2 different storms that earned a tornado emergency in the same day.
How shocked are you?
Very.
This is not a super outbreak, right?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I will say though that all of the storm chasers seem to have well, most of the storm chasers seem to have lost their live stream, so I think a cell tower got hit out here or something.
Oh.
Somebody said in chat that this is 2 miles wide.
2 miles wide?
Yes.
All I saw was velocity and the debris bulb on reflectivity. That's it. Is it in? Yeah, it's in Iowa, right?
Yeah, it just barely missed a big city.
Harlan.
Yeah.
Are you looking at the Des Moines radar?
No, I'm looking at the what's its face?
Omaha.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What does the Des Moines radar look like? Oh wow.
It's not that intense.
I think the craziest part about it is actually just how big it is. Like, the actual circulation is so massive. The wind speeds are not like anything insanely intense, but I did scan over 130 a few times.
Oh, okay.
But this is an insanely large tornado.
I'm measuring it. Can you try and figure out how many miles wide it is?
The debris ball and reflectivity is about 2.6 miles wide.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, this is easily... I think the conclusion I've drawn so far is that the wind speeds in this one are not as intense as the last one, but...
Hold on. Oh my gosh,
the size is even larger than the last one. Oh, look at the CC.
Oh! Wait, hold on. I'm watching Ryan's stream. It's absolutely massive. You know Riley Dibble?
Yeah.
He's on it, and it's a massive wedge. And oh my gosh, there's lightning inside of the rotation. It's rotating. Oh, listen to that. Listen to this. He's good. Oh my gosh.
That's a huge tornado, y'all.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Bigger now than it was last time.
Mile wide wedge in front of us right now, crossing the road.
Oh my god.
You hear that?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Ryan, we got number 8, tornado number 8 on the screen right now.
Oh my gosh. The tornado just left Ryan Hoyle speechless.
This is crazy. Again, if you're in that warning right now, you've got to take shelter. This is even bigger than the last tornado. Somebody said the circulation looks exactly like El Reno. Or El Reno, not El Reno.
Oh my gosh, dude, this is actually, like, insane.
Could you check my community post? I posted a picture of the tornado. Yeah, I'll check it out. Airborne animations.
So it's crossing a road right now. This is easily a mile and a half wide.
Oh yeah, easy.
This might, oh, power flash. This might be bigger than the one earlier.
Oh, it definitely is in terms of its actual size. I don't know if the winds are as high, but it's definitely bigger. Airborne, I am trying to go to your channel, but for some reason I can't go to it through the chat, so I'm trying to find your channel actually just on YouTube, and I can't find it.
They are in a tornado warning already, but let this serve as another reason to tell them.
Okay, thank you very much much meteorologist Andy Hill for drawing our attention down there into Missouri. Another tornado on the way. Storm Chaser Bryce Shelton is too close to this thing, but if
Yeah, Airborne, can you put the link to your channel in chat? Because for some reason I'm having trouble finding it.
Davis, I'm gonna mute myself real quick because I just want to record a short on this tornado emergency, and then I'll be right back.
Okay. Alright, you guys, we're continuing to see this massive wedge tornado on the ground in between Westphalia and Kirkman. Pretty much everywhere in between there's in this tornado, just because of how wide this actually is. And this is a massive catastrophic tornado. It just got downgraded. It is now a PDS tornado. This is still a particularly dangerous situation. Stay in shelter. It was a tornado emergency just seconds ago. You just saw it get downgraded there. A tornado warning remains in effect for northeastern Shelby County. Airborne, I'm trying to find your channel. Again, if you could post a link of it in chat, that'd be nice, because for some reason I can't find it. Like a link to your channel would work.
Dude, I started recording just as it went down to PDS.
Yeah, I figured you were going to have a hard time with that.
Oh, no. Well, I took a screenshot of it, at least.
Still over 100 miles per hour easily. You sent a link? I don't see it for some reason in the chat.
I think Ryan's stream is crashing. It's like going down. Hold on.
To central western Missouri.
all right, thank you, meteorologist Andy.
Ryan, we do have major structural damage.
That was Chris. We're already hearing reports of damage.
Major structural
He's brought our
damage.
attention a little bit farther south here into Missouri, Ridge Hill, Missouri, and
Again, you guys, there's your tornado.
Seems like another situation where we're going to have a big tornado here.
You might need a mod for a second. Okay, I'll make you a mod.
We've got tornado warnings in Missouri. We've got one down there in Texas. Most of our tornado warnings are in either Missouri or Iowa now.
Alright, Airborne, I made you a mod.
What's a mod? Like a moderator?
Yeah.
Wait, is that when you get like the wrench symbol next to your name?
Yeah.
Can you make me a mod?
Yeah, you just have to type in chat.
Okay.
Oh,
How do you do
there
that?
we go. Just type in chat and I'll make you a mod. By the way, we do have a new tornado warning issued ahead of this thing, everybody. It's looking like they're gonna let go of the PDS tag, which I do not like because this is still a large tornado. Oh wow, yeah. Airborne took a picture of it whenever Brad Arnold was live. That is a massive tornado. That is a terrifying shot right there. Thank you for sending that in, Airborne.
Yeah, I saw that on Ryan's stream. Yeah, nice shot, Airborne.
Alright, I'm going to make you a moderator, and then I'm probably going to not do any more mods today, because I've already done 3 today, so I don't want everybody to, have mod, because then that kind of defeats the purpose of mod.
Yeah, I think it should just be for people that, like, you really trust, honestly.
Yeah, Airborne tunes in all the time, so I trust him. And obviously I trust you.
Yeah, you should be probably, you should do you, me, and Airborne, and then, I mean, obviously you can do whatever you want, but
I did one other dude earlier, but he tunes in a lot.
Yeah, personally I would just keep it at that, but you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do any more for a while.
Yeah.
Alright, so again, it's looking like they're going to let go of the PDS tag. It is still currently a PDS, but it's going to be entering a warning box that does not have the PDS tag on it, which I do not like, because this is still a very strong tornado producing winds up to 100 miles per hour. And wow, look at the debris ball, dude.
It's so big.
That might be the biggest debris ball I've ever actually seen on correlation coefficient, like ever. Just a few scans ago is even crazier.
Man, this is really scary.
Yeah, this should not be downgraded that far. It should definitely still at least be PDS with how much debris there is.
This is like, but this outbreak is just crazy.
Yeah, it is.
So Storm Chaser 575 is also a moderator, right?
Yep, and then that's it. You, Airborne, and him.
Would you keep it personally a tornado emergency, or would you keep it a PDS?
I would keep it at PDS, but I definitely wouldn't downgrade it all the way to just regular tornado warning observed.
Oh yeah, it should be Yeah, this does not deserve a tornado emergency anywhere. It did though.
Yeah, it was doing over 130 several times, and wow. Yeah, as Andy Hill pointed out on Ryan's stream, a lot of it is hail interference, but there is definitely quite a significant amount of debris in there.
I mean, we saw the tornado. It's massive. It's over a mile and a half wide.
Yeah, somebody even said it was 2 miles wide. That was who said that?
I doubt that, but it's definitely big. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was Airborne that said that. He said he read somewhere that it's 2 miles wide. It honestly might be.
I wish I could take people from video. I wish I could take videos from different people because there are a ton of like really good shots of this tornado. There's one across the field, and it's just you can literally see the whole storm structure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be scrolling on Twitter for like hours after this stream looking at all the videos from today.
Yeah, I'm on it right now. It's everywhere. It's like you can't like not know what's going on. Like
it was me that included the RFD. Oh, okay, so including the RFD, he said it was 2 miles wide.
Oh, okay.
That definitely makes sense.
With this kind of tornado, RFD winds are probably at like 80 miles per hour, so hurricane force.
Yeah, Cat 1. Also, we do have another tornado on the ground. It's been on the ground for a while here in Missouri. Why did they downgrade it from a tornado emergency? Well, the reason they downgraded it from tornado emergency is because the velocity couplet's a little bit less impressive now, but I agree it should at least still be a particularly dangerous situation tornado, but it is not. There is a ton of debris. I mean, I could see the argument for it still being a tornado emergency myself, honestly.
Yeah, it looks like though it's going through a rural area.
Yeah, and they only do those for populated regions, I guess.
Although Irwin is a small town, but it might just miss the tornado.
Also, I do want to mention, again, there's a pretty big tornado close to Maryville, Missouri, it looks like. It may be weakening out, though.
Missouri? Okay.
Maryville, Missouri.
I'm still getting winds on velocity up to 110 miles per hour.
Oh, wow, it went back up then. I could only get 100 last scan. Yep, I see where you're getting that. 108. Alright, I'm gonna quickly use the restroom. If you could just, like, talk to chat for a few minutes, that would be appreciated.
Yeah. Alright, guys, I'm gonna take over the stream.
I'll be right back.
I'll take over the stream for Dave's while he's using the bathroom, so, yeah, I mean, we got a massive wedge tornado on the ground. This is moving to the north of Irwin or Kirkman in Iowa. Brad Arnold and Y'all Force 1 are on this storm, but still getting velocity scans up to 110 miles per hour, so this is easily still a potentially destructive supercell or tornado right now, but it's just crazy. Right, new velocity scan. Yeah, it's just still very, very strong. It's getting a little messy, I would say, though. So I can see why it got downgraded, but I mean, I think. Hold up.
I have returned.
Yeah, so I like how this is still PDS, but it's definitely not as strong as it was, but it's still very dangerous, very strong, still winds likely up to 100 miles per hour. So I'll hand it back off to Davis.
Okay. Yeah, the one that's not PDS though is the one ahead of it. If you look at the warning ahead of it, it's not PDS, and that's what I was talking about. Why it's stupid. Oh, it is PDS now. I didn't realize that. It was not PDS earlier. Okay, well now I see what they're doing. Now they're making sense. I don't know why they originally just issued it as a normal tornado warning.
Oh, all of the chasers' feeds are down. It's so annoying.
Yeah, again, I think a cell tower got hit out there or something. I think,
Brandon,
yeah, Aaron J-Jax is working, but he's quite a ways away from this tornado now.
yeah.
Freddie McKinney is showing a multi-vortex tornado. That's probably this one.
Yeah.
Wow, lots of
so
debris.
It looks like Brandon Kopic and Vince Welty, or I never know how to pronounce his
I think it's
last name.
Welty, just Welty.
Okay. But they're chasing a supercell that is rotating pretty well. Actually, not really, but it's rotating. But it looks like they're also cutting. They actually, I think, are going for the one that the wedge right now.
I mean, guys, this went right through Defiance. It almost looks like it's trying to cut off and make two different tornadoes.
Yeah. And also, outside of all this, there's still a massive line of severe thunderstorms going all the way from, like, just to the east of Dallas, all the way up to Texarkana, and then all the way into south central Arkansas.
It's dancing like El Reno. It's going up and down from the ground. There have been a lot of comparisons today to like El Reno and Tuscaloosa. I don't want to make too many of those comparisons because I don't want to scare anybody, but I can definitely see it.
I'm comparing these to Mayfield and oh gosh.
Rolling Fork.
Yeah, but the thing is, these tornadoes are wider, but it never matters that the tornadoes are wider. Like, it doesn't mean, like, if a tornado's super wide, that doesn't mean it's super strong. I mean...
We've had EF-1 wedges. We had one last month that was an EF-1 wedge.
Yeah. But we just know because of the tornado emergency and just velocity scans and all the data that we've used, we know that, not only is it huge, but also it's doing destructive damage. So
well, yeah, and also there were reports... There were reports of, large tornado destroying homes. Somebody said they're leaning more towards Clarksville. I was literally just about to say that as soon as Mr. Storm was done talking. I was going to say this kind of reminds me of Clarksville and then also kind of Hendersonville, Tennessee. You remember those?
Yeah, I do. Was that the most memorable outbreak you've covered?
Most likely, probably just because that was my first tornado emergency I ever got on radar.
This is the first one. Oh, so the 10% hatch tornado is massive. It's all the way up from the border of Iowa and Nebraska all the way down to Waco, Texas. I know, Davis, you most likely already know that, but
yeah.
Just a point. Then the day 2 for tomorrow, I mean, I think this will probably get upgraded to 15% tornado. If it's just incredible how bad this played out. I mean, when you get, like, just the environment that we have, like, with the models, what the HRRR was saying pretty much planned out exactly right. So when you have such a prime time environment, I mean, this is what you get. So what I'm saying really is just that if we continue to see these kind of continue to see this kind of setup into tomorrow, that's how we could have the potential for a 15% tornado threat. But what do you think, Davis?
It's really hard to tell because honestly, at this point in time, I would have never expected today to turn out like it did. So now I'm wondering if tomorrow is going to go 15% hatched. I'd say there's a chance. I'd give it about a 50-50 chance at this point. Also, somebody said they have a picture of the multi-vortex. I'm going to go ahead and pull that up really quickly, see what that looks like. And wow, yeah. Looks like he got that from a storm chaser. That is an amazing photo right there. Thank you for sending that in. That is crazy, yeah. That is like even just from like one photo, it's pretty obvious that it's rotating quite a bit, and it's got several sub-vortices trying to touch down.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, thank you, Airborne.
Still so strong.
And also thank you, Tornado Edits Gaming, for sending that in.
One of my favorite storm chasers, he just posted on his community tab. He was supposed to go live today because he's chasing too, but he posted on his community tab that he's having technical difficulties. So it does look like the storm knocked out a cell tower somewhere, like a major cell tower, because there are like a dozen of chasers without service.
If you look, the correlation coefficient is way less impressive now. And even the velocities are way less impressive. This might get downgraded to regular tornado warning.
Do you think it's still on the ground?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's roping out, though. Somebody said Freddie's stream of the tornado was awesome. Probably was.
Oh.
Freddie McKinney is amazing.
Yeah.
I really wish I could be watching the storm chasers right now, but I can't pull them up on stream. Also, we have another tornado on the ground near Rich Hill, Missouri. This looks to be pretty strong.
Okay.
This is a law enforcement confirmed tornado.
I don't want to joke now, but I just have to say, when you said Freddie McKinney's stream was awesome, I just thought it was funny because it sounded like Freddie McKinney's stream was awesome.
Okay, that was kind of random.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, there's another tornado on the ground now near Rich Hill, Missouri. It looks like our one near Maryville has lifted. Stay in shelter, though, if you're in the warnings northeast of that. We got a couple of those. There's some pretty rotating storms here. This is probably cycling. I don't think it's done. I think it is. I definitely don't think it's done. I just think that it's weakening out. Usually whenever it recycles, it doesn't take that much of a bite there.
It's so intense, though, the winds that are going away from the river.
Yeah, I mean, it could still just be recycling, I guess, but I really think it's weakening out. It is still pretty strong, though.
Yeah, that went right through Rock Hill, and Rich Hill. But the thing is that Rich Hill is a pretty populated town.
Yeah, it's got probably about 1,500 to 2,000 people. I also noticed, if you look at the St. Louis radar, there are some storms that look to be coming for my neck of the woods pretty soon. I don't want to give away my exact location, obviously, but Mr. Storm knows where I am, and they're getting close.
Oh, yeah. Watch out, Davis. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Obviously don't want to give away his location, but they are moving in his general...
Davis lives at Beep. Alright, yeah. We're down to 90 miles per hour. Oh, wait. Never mind. 96, 97. So this is still definitely a strong tornado as it goes west of Manila here in Iowa. You need to stay in shelter. I'm not really seeing any sort of debris ball anymore, though. It is PDS. This is still a very dangerous, particularly dangerous situation. I should probably update the title. There's not been a tornado emergency for a while now. We've had so many tornado reports from today.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I know.
My last stream, the last stream that we did earlier, it's only been up for about 3 hours, and it already has 218 views.
Oh, wow.
So people they're obviously interested in this outbreak.
I think it's going up rapidly because mine says 206.
Yeah, it's got like 6 to 7 hours of watch time too, which is really good, considering it wasn't that long of a stream. I'm not saying the moderate risk outbreak in Ohio wasn't bad, but the tornadoes from this storm are much stronger than the ones from that day. I agree. You know, obviously the Storm Prediction Center, it's not a perfect service. They do mess up from time to time, but overall they are still the best weather forecasters out there.
Solid. Alright, it's not on the ground anymore.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm looking at Ryan's stream. Freddie McKinney's on it. Oh, wait, no. Wait, is Shelby County the one where the edge is?
Yes, northeast. Or wait, no. That's not the one where the wedge is.
Okay, well, there's rotation lowering in Shelby County, Iowa.
I don't think that's where that is. I know I heard the name Shelby County somewhere earlier, but I'm not seeing a warning for it anywhere. Tornado warning anywhere.
Is Harlan County the one where the wedge was?
Crawford and Carroll counties. Yeah, it did go through Harlan though, so I think that county was Harlan County. It's been on the ground for quite a while. We've been live for about 50 minutes, and it was on the ground even before we went live. So this is another one that's been on the ground for at least an hour.
It's not on the ground anymore, but there's really intense rotation that's lowering. I think it might try and do it again.
So it's on the ground for about an hour then. Yeah.
Brett Arnold was like super close to a light, right? Oh wait, it's on the ground.
They're at Grandma and Papa's.
Oh wow, it's big.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, I gotta go.
Okay.